I need a lawyer. That's the basic piece of information we told ChatGPT. The GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, by the way. Basically, it means you can have a human-like texting conversation with it, all because open artificial technology working in the background has been trained to give responses by studying something like 500 billion tokens. That's bits of writing by humans throughout history. Now that that's out of the way, back to our quest for legal advice. And despite all that studying, ChatGPT does not seem to want to represent us in a court of law, at least not yet.
It's pretty consistently telling me to make sure you get a lawyer involved. It's not trying to cut out the middleman at all.
So that's what we did. We zipped over to CUNY Law School and sat down with not one but two lawyers, Natalie Gomez-Velez and Joe Rosenberg, who joined us via Zoom. Gomez-Velez was somewhat relieved that ChatGPT was so cautious.
Any kind of endeavor that's going to bring you to needing a lawyer, you should really have the judgment of a human being who is trained in this.
Together, they explained to me how ChatGPT may be good at giving some basic information about the law, but Rosenberg says he wants people, and lawyers in particular, to understand how this stuff works.
Artificial intelligence is digesting, in the United States, 400 years of history, and so it can't help but incorporate our history of slavery, genocide to indigenous people, and all kinds of biases.
That's not to say ChatGPT isn't already changing how legal professionals operate, particularly while doing research. Gomez-Velez says she's teaching young lawyers to think about how to use it responsibly.
What are you going to bring to the table that adds value when you can plug into ChatGPT some of the questions and get some of the answer right?
Rosenberg also says there's great potential to create and point people to legal documents they might otherwise have trouble accessing, like information about housing, bankruptcy, estate planning, or taking care of an aging loved one.
We have tools where somebody can say, yes, we need a guardian for a person, and they put in information and actually generates the documents and the directions for filing those documents.
Still, we were interested in just how far this could go. ChatGPT during our conversation did seem confident. A chatbot that could offer more tailored criminal legal advice was, quote, certainly a possibility for the future.
There are lots of areas of law that are going to always require the use of humans. Criminal defense is a great example. I don't see us having robot public defenders anytime soon.
Andrew Perlman is dean of the Suffolk University Law School. He penned the paper, The Implications of ChatGPT for Legal Services and Society, in Harvard's magazine, The Practice. Perlman says it's more likely we're headed to a world where lawyers work with these tools, and those are the ones you want on your side.
This is not about technology versus lawyers. This is about lawyers who use technology versus lawyers who don't. And the lawyers who use technology are going to have an advantage because they're going to be able to produce information and services that clients need better, faster, and cheaper.
That's a reality Felix Serrano, a third-year CUNY law student, says he fully expects to be part of his practice one day.
I can see in the future someone coming into my office saying, hey, I did all the research, I have it all right here in ChatGPT. I'm like, you know what, this is fine. Let's sit down, let's have a better conversation on this because I can show you where this could be wrong. But let's look on it. Overall, I think it will be a helpful tool for research, but it will just be a starting point.